Have you ever been watching a video and the audio is just horrible? The mic's cutting out, it's distorting, it's crackly, it's gross, it's disgusting, or there's lots of echo in the room. I'm going to show you how to make your video audio the very best that it can be. The first thing we're going to talk about actually has nothing to do with the microphones that you're using. And that's what I will be focusing on for the most part. But the first thing that we're going to talk about is actually treating your room. This is really important because if you have a very echoey room, it's going to go all into your mic and it's going to be very distracting and annoying for those who are watching your videos. So take a look around your room and see what's in your room. What kind of surfaces are in there? What's along the walls? If you are in a bedroom, then you might have a bed or a bookshelf. These are great things. Or having curtains are really great too. Soft surfaces will absorb sound, and uneven surfaces like bookshelves or other shelving will trap the sound and cause it to ricochet very quickly in a small area that'll help it to dissipate very quickly. If you don't have a lot of things in your room or want to try to keep it as minimal as possible, then I would recommend buying foam acoustic panels. They are literally just foam panels that come in a couple, 3 different colors, and they're 1 by 1 foot squares, and you hang them on the walls. Acoustic panels are very soft, they absorb sound, and if you think that they're going to look bad, they really won't. You just get the color that matches your room as best as possible, and you can put them in a couple different patterns, and you can also put them in different shapes, and it's not like you also have to fill the entire wall with these. That's not how they work. You're just trying to minimize how much sound is bouncing around. That's really all that you're trying to do with that. With your room being treated, all that echoing isn't going to go into your microphone because it won't exist. So we're going to talk about the first way is bringing audio directly into your camera. This is greatly preferred by a lot of people because it's much easier and there aren't any special skills required. The first mic I'm going to talk about is called a shotgun mic. This is really just a small cylindrical microphone that picks up sound directly in front of it, which is very important because if you're speaking in front of it, then you want to be picked up and not all the stuff that's happening around you. It just attaches to your mic, to your camera mount, and will plug into the microphone jack in your camera. Shotgun mics are preferred by vloggers and are really great because it's attached to your camera. You can just leave it there, plug straight in. You don't have to worry about cables. You don't have to worry about yourself moving and having things go awry. It's just there and always there, and that's it. The second type of microphone is called a lapel microphone. This is literally just, it really is what it sounds like. A lapel microphone attaches to your clothing, and it's about the size of a pea. And lapel microphones are really great because they attach to your clothing, so they're very close to your mouth, and they don't pick up sound all around because of that. There are wireless options which I highly recommend using. The microphone will have a cable attached to it that'll be permanent, and it'll go to a belt pack transmitter, which will then go to a receiver, which then can go into your camera. These are really great for videos like this. They're easy to use. Like I said, they don't pick up a lot of sound around them. The next way of hooking sound up is to go to your computer and then having it match with the audio from the camera when you're editing the video. This one I prefer because you can get so much better sound. You can have more microphones if you choose to have them. Like if you're having a podcast, I have a video on that. This way of doing it can be really great for that, is really great for that. This involves using what is called an audio interface. An audio interface takes the signal from the microphone as an input, will then boost the signal, digitize it, and then send it to your computer software over USB. Now you will have to learn to use the software on your computer, but it's usually pretty easy, and most interfaces will come with software, so you don't have to buy extra software, and it's pretty basic. It'll be a great place to start. When you're picking out a microphone, you're going to want one that specifically says that it's for vocals. Different microphones are built for different instruments in mind, and they will accentuate the frequencies that instrument specifically likes to speak at, if you will. Having a vocal microphone specifically will reduce the amount of work that's required when you're editing it in your software. But of course, the downside to this is that you're always going to be tied to a computer, whether that be a laptop or a desktop. You still will have cables that you have to run, and that's just the way it is. But this can be so great because it has so much more flexibility. You can have one microphone, you can have 20 microphones, you can have as many people on it as you want. You can be much more creative with it, which is why I really prefer it. And you'll get a much better sound quality with a much higher quality microphone. Most microphones that plug into your camera, they're good. Of course they're good, they have to be, but they're not great. With the ability to use an interface, you could have great audio. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.